One of the more fascinating parakim in the Chumash is Bamidbar Perek 12. Firstly, it's relatively easy, it's narrative text, but more so, the creation of a storyline that aligns itself to the actual text becomes somewhat of a challenge. The Perek can be subdivided into three components. Part 1, Miriam's complaint, Pasuk 1 to 3, God's response to that complaint, Pasuk 4 to 10, and finally Aaron's pleading to his brother Moshe on behalf of his sister, Pasuk 11 to 16. As with many narrative texts, crucial pieces of information have not been included. The Chumash records a complaint by both Miriam and Aaron against their brother Moshe. The text is silent as to the content of this complaint, and it is left to the midrashic sources to fill in the details. The text merely states that the complaint was over the fact that Moshe had married an Isha Kushit, for which basically there are two schools of thought regarding the identity of this Isha Kushit, which then leads into the content of their complaint. One option is that the Isha Kushit refers to Tzipporah, Moshe's wife. There is, though, a more pshat option, and that is the fact that Moshe, at age 80, decided to take a second wife. And for whatever the reason, both Aaron and Miriam felt that this was the wrong thing for Moshe to have done. In Pasuk Bet, we are told of the content of their complaint.
Arak, ach b'Moshe diber Hashem. Did God only speak to Moshe? Halo gam banu diber. He has also spoken to us, referring to Aaron. Rashi links Pasuk Aleph to Pasuk Bet, and in support for option 1 maintains that Moshe had separated from his wife Tzipporah on account of the fact that God could communicate with him at any time, day or night. Moshe had to make a value judgment between remaining married to Tzipporah or tending to the relationship that he had with HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Moshe chose HaKadosh Baruch Hu and separated from his wife. To this came their complaint that God also spoke to Aaron, and he did not feel the need to leave his wife. In effect, they were standing up for the rights of their sister-in-law, Tzipporah. And the Chumash tacks on two more words, Vayishma Hashem. Hashem was aware of the complaint that they had raised against the actions of their brother.
And the final pasuk of this segment is a testimony regarding the humility of Moshe, in that he was the most humble person that walked the face of the earth. This statement is read into the text to suggest that Moshe accepted this criticism without complaint.